So it's Trabuco and Limbeck in the backfield. And Reese Davis hands it off to Limbeck, and he's swallowed up for about no gain. And this is just not a great looking start for Limar. 2 botched plays, really. Just no holes, nothing. This is the thing that I'm going to say this again. Limar has to be able to run the ball. Reese Davis, he's not a bad quarterback, but he's not a great one either. And as I think Limar's going to go to their motion offense. Yep. Brandon Jeffries, right receiver, running across, and I think he handed it off to Limbeck, and he's swallowed up at the 15. So a loss of 2, loss of 1, and then a loss of 1. That's not a great start for the Limar Lions, as they're going to have to punt it away here with Wolter standing inside his own 5. Yeah, it's hard to get the crowd. You have this huge crowd at the openers. There's a high snap for Wolter as he gives a punt, and number 15, Reed Bronner, takes the punt. He's going to take it all the way to inside the Limar 30-yard line at about the 25-yard line. A 25-yard return for Reed Bronner. And this is not a great start for Limar. And let's see if our defense can hold us up again. They got about, if you remember, City West got to the same position on their last possession, almost in the exact same spot, really, and then had a low snap, loss of 5, a sack, loss of like 10, and then an incomplete pass. So let's see what happens here. He hands it off to Ezra Reiner, and Reiner takes it all the way to inside the Limar 15-yard lines. That's a first down for City West. Reiner is definitely a player to watch for City West. He's their star running back, as there's 2 great running backs in this one, but unfortunately our Limar's running backs hasn't been able to show their stuff yet. There's a flag. Let's see. I think it's going to be false start on City West. Let's wait for the call. Yeah, it's going to be false start on City West. So there's we saw this on the last position. They had a little hiccup to start off their first possession near the red zone. And Reiner gets it, and he bulldozes his way, almost gets all the yards back. So it'll probably be about 2nd and 11 for City West. And it's going to be 2nd and 12. This is a team that's, they're very talented at the skill positions, and they're solid up front. Lob pass, and number 20, Jeremy Morgan for City West makes the catch. A great throw from Nate Boland. He just kind of lobs it up, and Limar's defensive back got tangled up. His feet got tangled up, and it was just that's just one of those things where it's kind of tough for that. It's one of those things. It's back shoulder. It's hard to react as a corner, as the same guy to catch it, Jeremy Morgan's also going to be kicking the field goal, and it's tipped, and yes, it's good. It just gets over the crossbar. That was tipped by the Limar Lions. They were like maybe an inch for blocking that. So not a great start for the Limar Lions, as they're already down 7-0 with 6:32 left in the first quarter. Still plenty of time, but now we got to see, is our offense going to respond after being basically shut down on three straight carries? Didn't get anything. Their total yards right now are at -4, so it's not great. In fact, no, that's not just not great. That's kind of bad. But Let's see what we can do on this possession. We didn't pass the ball at all last possession. We did 3 kind of interior running plays, which I'm not quite sure with. It seems like our team's a lot more designed to, just run. We got a lot of speed on this team with Lembeck and Reese Davis. Reese Davis, the best thing he's at is reading the defenses on like read options and stuff. So there's a little squib kick as Limar bobbles it, and number 15, Austin Burbridge, is able to fall on it. That was disaster. That could have been a disaster for Limar.
Number 15, Austin Burbridge recovers the kickoff.
So Limar will get another chance at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26.
So this is, let's see what Reese Davis can do on his second possession. And the motion offense, it's number 7, Matt Myers, in the option. Oh, and this ball's coughed up. A hiccup on the snap, and there's one of those things as Reese Davis is able to fall on it. And that's something you didn't see last year. The Limar offense was in sync last season. That wide receiver was on the dot when that ball was snapped. And that one, I think what happened there was Matt Meyer, I think it kind of tipped him as he ran by. I think the snap was a little late. Or he came early. Someone messed up there. It was either the center, the quarterback, or Meyer. Screen pass for Limbeck, and Limbeck, oh, the ball comes loose. And it looks like City West has it. Yep, City West gets the fumble recovery there as Limbeck coughs up the football. Well, this is not a good start for Limar. Let's see if the Limar defense, who for the second straight possession has to start with City West inside their own 30, inside Limar's 30.
Pass intended for Andre Alexander. Second down, 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a vehicle.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties there. As the pass was thrown up again, I think to Jeremy Morgan, and the ball was kind of tipped in the air, and it landed harmlessly on the turf. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for City West. And Bolin rolls out. He's being chased down by Digman. He's running away, and he's sacked at the 30-yard line, but there's a flag on the field. It's in the position where I think it might be holding on City West. It'll be interesting for what Limar decides to do. 2nd, probably 20, or 3rd and 13. Yeah, I think it's holding on City West. Let's see what Limar does here. Limar is going to take the penalty, so it will be.
Penalty against West moves the ball to the Limar 40.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2nd and
23.
2nd and 23. So it'll be an I form. Interesting setup. And oh, wow. That was a little lucky for City West, but number 44, Colin Baker, was barely, as Bolin barely got the ball out, and Baker just rumbled and tumbled down the sideline. It was a good play, but they cut it kind of close. I mean, right as Bolin was releasing that, he was hit. So, oh, high snap. Let's see who gets it. Either way, it's going to be 4th down for City West. Let's see. And I think City West gets the ball, so it's going to be 4th down and 5. 4th down 4. So it's going to be 4th down and 5. And here's a big decision for City West, and it looks like they're gonna go for it. It would be about a 30-yard. It would be about a 40-yard field goal. So, as they're in the I form, they need 5 yards for the first down. And he drops back. A curl route, and he got it. Jeremy Morgan, who gets with inside the Limar 10. He's at the 8-yard line. And that's about the third time. That's the first time they've completed it, but that's the third time I've seen Jeremy Morgan get open on that little curl route. You gotta start thinking about double teaming them there. And Reiner gets the ball and he takes it to the 3-yard line. There is 4 minutes left in the first quarter. And a reminder, the score 7-0 with just under 4 minutes left for City West. City West has had the ball almost the entire game. As this Limar defense has to be starting to get tired out. As number 44, Colin Baker, he runs it into the end zone, but he kind of coughed it up at the end, and then he just kind of fell on it. A lucky break there for City West, as they get a second touchdown, and it's going to be 14-0. And it's too early to press the panic button for Limar, but you have to start getting concerned with the offense. The offense is just not moving the ball, and that is a problem. Jeremy Morgan will line up for the extra point. And he gets it up, almost blocked again, but this one harmlessly goes through the goalpost.
The extra point by Jeremy Morgan is good. 3:41 remaining in the first quarter. Iowa City West 14, Limar 0.
City West is up 14-0. And we'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
LMTV, your school, your news.
Back. And we're back as Jeremy Morgan kicks the ball off to Limar. And he does a squib kick again, and Limar recovers it this time. And they take it to about the 40-yard line. So we've been getting decent field position. I mean, we went from the 20 to the 30, now we're at the 40. So it's the best field position we've had all game. Let's see if our offense can do something with it. I think Forsyth, I know he's trying to get the run going, but I think it's time for him to try and take a couple risks and pass the ball. Obviously, City West plan is they're going to block the run and make us pass on them. As Matt Myers in motion, and he hands it off to Limbeck, and Limbeck takes it to the opposite side of the 50. That's the way to get you in the positive yard column. The first positive run, the other one doesn't really count because we fumbled it. So it's the first positive yardage we've gotten. And if we can get a couple more plays just like that, now the offense now they're even gonna concentrate even more on the run, and then the passing game's gonna open up. And 22's in motion for Limar as Limbeck takes it to about the 45-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain, and that's really a good play. Now you're in 2nd and 7. You get a couple of those, and now you're in. Now you have a first down. You could really get 3-4-yard gains and drive down the entire field. Eat up 10 minutes of clock and just go the entire field if you could just get consistently 3-4-yard runs. Obviously, that doesn't happen because eventually, 1, you're going to get stopped, or 2, you're going to get a good break. But There's play action. Reese Davis takes a hit. He throws it up, and Zach Martins can't take it in. He's looking for a flag, as that was a pretty good throw for Reese Davis, especially since he got hammered on that throw. He took a massive hit, and unfortunately, Zach Martins wasn't able to come up with it. But I really like the play call. Take a risk. For the most part, I think you kind of fooled most of the City West defense. So it's definitely a good play. But now we're in 3rd and 7 at City West 45. It looks like there's a timeout called. Yeah, timeout. Limar, as I think Forsyth wants to talk about this. First time we've ever gotten the offense really moving, and let's see if we can get the first down. You know, really more importantly, give the defense a rest. I mean, this defense has been on the field almost the entire first quarter up until this drive. Out of the first 8 minutes, I think they were probably on the field like 7 of them. First, there was a quick 3 and out, and then a fumble, and that resulted in a long drive, but luckily no points, and then 2 touchdowns. So the 3 and out and the turnover both resulted in 14 points, or both together resulted in 14 points. So Limar, a big play, probably the biggest play so far in the first quarter, as Limar definitely wants to get the ball moving. And you wonder if we get it close, if we'll go for it. But let's see if we can get the first down here. Play action, a lot of time, but nobody's open. And Reese Davis just has to run, and he gets it to about, so it's going to be about 4th and 4. And I think you have to punt it. Well, the punting team isn't coming on. Are we calling another timeout? No, we're gonna go for it. Let's see what Reese Davis does. They got a little over 15 seconds to get a playoff. We gotta hurry. And there's a new play clock this year for Limar. Reese Davis, and he runs it, and he's tackled at the 44-yard line. And that's not going to be enough. That's going to be, he actually went a little backwards, so it's going to be first and 10 for City West at their own 46. So I like the aggressive play calling. We've seen that every year with Forsyth. If it's anywhere where you can convert it and you're not in your own end, you're gonna go for it. That's the way Forsyth has always done it. So I really like the play call. Low snap, Bowen can handle it to Jerry Morgan on a little screen. And a great tackle by number, I think that's number, yeah, it's number 19. 19 Mason Renner. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 for City West. And he hands it off to number 44, Colin Baker, as he pushes the pile for about 8 yards to inside the Limar 40. Limar really needs to stop here. 2 touchdowns, that's okay, but you really don't want to be down 3. You dug a huge hole, or even even last year's team wouldn't be able to dig out of. I mean, this is just a bad situation as the ball is passed up. Number 10, DeAndre Alexander can't bring it in. As we've seen a couple of those passes from Bowen where he's just kind of thrown it up over trying with the taller wide receivers, because Limar's secondary, they're not that tall. They're actually pretty short. So compared to the wide receivers got a huge height advantage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for City West, and it's one of the few times you'll actually see again the huddle this evening. hands it off to Reiner, and Reiner takes it to about the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 for City West. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And this is a huge play for Limar. You really want to have some momentum going into the second quarter. This would be exactly what the doctor ordered. And the slant pass, and it's tipped Limar defensive line. And he had a guy open. Dondre Alexander was wide open. That would have been an easy first down, maybe more. So let's see what City West does. It looks like they're going to go for it. So it's going to be 4th and 4. And so if Limar can get a big stop here, that would be a lot of momentum to take into the second quarter. Huge play. Play action. And Colin Baker is open and fumbled the ball. No, he didn't. But he is tackled, but that's going to be enough for a first down. But it was a great tackle by Brandon Jeffries. But that's not going to be enough, as that will probably be that's going to end the first quarter. And not a great start. Not the start Limar was hoping for. So as first quarter ends, Limar is losing 14-0 with City West deep in Limar's territory. And we'll be back right after this commercial break.
$7,000 high school.
After this joyride, I'm out of the crash dummy business for good.
But Vince, it's a great job. Heck, they'd have to pry me away from it.
Anybody home? Larry, they do pry you away from it.
Oh, yeah.
For years I've been eating steering wheels. For what?
To prove how safety belts save lives.
But thousands die every year in car accidents because they don't buckle up.
Vince, we're dummies. We don't wear safety belts.
Larry, you really know how to hurt a guy. Hit it! Yeah!
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
And welcome back. The second quarter is about to start. And Limar has dug himself a little bit of hole and is in dangerous territory right now. City West slant route, and Jeffrey Morgan makes the catch, and he's going to get to the Limar 11, as that will be another first down. And now I think Forsyth is going to try anything and everything to slow this offense down, as number 44, Colin Baker, has just been pushing the pile. And whenever they've been in short yardage situations, they just give it to him, and he's just pushed the pile forward. And I think you're just kind of, hoping we can keep him out of the end zone right here. I mean, it's 2nd and 7. As they could get a first down if they get within the 1 yard line. So it is possible to get another first down for City West. Colin Baker gets a great lead block, and Reiner runs it into the end zone. That'll be the third touchdown, but there is a flag down. And it is holding on City West. And that is a great break for Limar right there. So it's going to be 2nd and probably 17 for City West.
Penalty moves the ball to the Linmar 17.
So now if Limar can hold them right there, right here, right where they are, we may be able to stop them from getting 8 points on the board. That is a huge break for Limar. The pitch to Reiner, and he runs into his own blocker. He reverses course, and there's no one there. And number 7, Matt Meyer, is able to take him out. As that was a little dangerous there, as he ran into his own lineman and had to turn around. And there was no one on that side. Limar completely over pursued. They lost contain there. And a little bit lucky there for City West. And a little bit lucky for Limar. It was a little bit of luck both sides. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for City West. Or excuse me, 3rd and 9. Nate Bowen rolls out, and he passes it to Colin Baker, and Colin Baker gets into the end zone. That is a touchdown for City West. Excuse me, that was Micah Kelsey for City West with the reception touchdown. And just like that, Limar's down 20-0 pending extra point. Now, you may want to keep a close eye on this extra point here, as it's been a couple close calls so far for City West. One was tipped and went in, and another one was almost blocked. So let's see what happens here. And no problem here as Jeremy Morgan drills it through.
10:26 remaining in the second quarter. Iowa City West 21.
And just like that, early in the second quarter, Limar is down 21-0. And what's so frustrating, I think, for Forsyth there is he's trying to cheer his team on, because I think this team is a little shocked here. I don't think they were expecting. I mean, they knew it was City West was tough, but I don't think they were expecting to just so far really get manhandled. Only had a couple successful plays on offense, and our defense really hasn't played bad. We're just not as big. City West is just bigger, stronger. I mean, Colin Baker has been impressive. He gets behind a couple linemen. He just pushes that pile 5, 6, maybe 7 yards. And it's something that's kind of hard to stop. If you don't get good penetration early, you're not going to be able to stop that. Limar's defense just needs to make some tackles. They've had a couple situations where they've had a guy wrapped up, and he just kind of sneaks away from him. As Jeremy Morgan kicks it, he does another one of those squib kicks, and it sits up in the air, and Limbeck is able to fall on it. And 2 out of the 3 kickoffs, Limar's gotten a little lucky. As we won't have great field position to start out. We'll be at the 21-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10.
So Limar's offense really needs to get something going. We just need to put some points on the board. I mean, it's kind of tough. And I think we need to pass. Everything is one-on-one, only one safety deep. Matt Meyer goes into motion, and Reese Davis keeps it on the keeper, keeps it, and he takes it to looks like the 33-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. Great read by Reese Davis, and I think that is one of his strong points. That read option, he reads that defense so well. That was the one thing I picked up on. He struggles a little bit with his accuracy. Sometimes he makes a couple bad decisions throwing the ball. But when it comes to those read options, that's where he is great. Limar has 1st and 10 at the 33. Hands it off to Limbeck, and Limbeck swallowed up at the 32-yard line. And that's going to be, it's probably going to set up a 2nd and 11. And you can already see what City West strategy is trying to be. They want Limar to beat them through the air. I mean, Forsyth is a great coach, but I think you have to throw the ball. I know he wants to get the run going and then pass, but they're already setting it up where you better run on us first, and then we'll guard the pass. Or pass on us first, then we'll guard it. Brant Jeffries is in motion as Reese Davis rolls out and makes a good throw to a decent throw to number 20. No, wait, hold on a second. But that was a great catch by Josh. I think it was number 80, John Schlotterbeck, who played a little basketball for Limar last year, as he makes a fantastic catch. That would have definitely been a first down and more had that throw been on target. But that throw was well behind Slaughterback, and it was impressive that he was able to even reel that thing in. Matt Meyer goes in motion, and he hands it off to Limbeck. And Limbeck bulldozes his way for the first down. Looked like he was swallowed up. And number 70, Justin Green, he was blocking, and Limbeck's on the other side of the field, and he's just blocking his guy all the way out of bounds. He just kept pushing him. That was impressive blocking there by Justin Green, as Limbeck has a great run to get a first down for Limar. And Reese Davis backs up, makes a throw. Oh, Trabuco's got it. Oh, Trabuco's still going. And look, now the Limar crowd's in it. As they love the effort by Nick Trabuco as he gets into the 30-yard line. And that was an impressive pass by Reese Davis. There's pressure, and he threw it backing up, and he made a fantastic throw. That throw was on the money. And Trabuco ran hard to get some extra yardage. Reese Davis in the shotgun, and Brant Jeffries in the motion. Hands it out to Limbeck, and that's the first really bad read I've seen Reese Davis do all night. I think he should have pulled that one back. He had a big lane to his right. And Limbeck just got swallowed up from behind, as it's going to be 2nd and 13. If Limar can get one more first down, they'll be on the fringe of field goal range for Austin Wolter. I've seen him practice. He's a little inconsistent at 40, so he really needs to get it to about the 15-yard line to 20-yard line to give him a good shot. Meyer in motion. Backs up, and he makes a great throw to number 80, John Slaughterback. That throw was on the money for Reese Davis, as now this Limar offense is showing some life. And once again, we're right on the fringe of field goal range. Wolter is about 50-50 from where they're at right now. And it's a third, and I think it's going to be 3rd and 2 for Limar. And this is a huge play for Limar. It's the first time all night the offense has shown some life, as this defense really looks confused. I don't think they were expecting this much passing. And the motion is Zach Martins. Hands it off to Limbeck, and it doesn't look like he's got it. Oh, it's going to be about 4th and 1. And now decision time for Forsyth. It is right on the border for Austin Wolter. And they're going to go for it. And this is the biggest play of the game. By far. 4th and 1 for Limar. Crowd is on their feet. And it's a sneak. And they got it. First down, Limar. First down at the 20-yard line. We're in the red zone. And the offense is showing some life. And more importantly, this defense is getting a well-earned rest. I mean, I say well-earned, and you think why? They gave up 3 touchdowns. Well, they gave up 3 touchdowns because they were on the field for about 95% of the time in that first quarter. Reese Davis gets ready as it's 1st and 10 at the 20. Matt Meyer in motion. It looks like an option, and Limbeck, can he get out? No, there's a flag. Let's see what's going to be. And right now, Limbeck was able to fight his way to the 24. So right now, it'll be 2nd and about 14, pending the call. And it's holding against Limar. And it's going to be 1st and 20 for Limar. No, more than that. 1st and 24 because it's from the spot of the foul. Oh boy, that's a tough one to swallow. You worked that hard, you converted that 4th and 1 to get to the 20, and then you have a holding. Oh man, that's a tough one to swallow right there. Well, Limar has to regroup. They have 3 downs, probably more like 4 downs to make up 24 yards. Reese Davis backs up, scrambles, and he's sacked. Loss of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 27 for Limar. And, you know, you would look at this and say, oh boy, this isn't good, right when we're showing live. But this is really, if you think back to the first quarter, this is what City West did on their first possession. They got down to about the 20, 25-yard line and shot themselves in the foot multiple times, and then they just couldn't regroup out of it. So it's 2nd and 28 as Limar is trying to get back into this game. Davis rolls out, makes a throw. Oh, just out of the reach of number 22, Zach Martins. Oh man, if that throw had been on target, he had a lot of running room. 3rd and 28. Let's see what Forsyth wants to do. I think he's going to go with the screen pass right here. 28 yards is not something that you're consistently going to complete a pass on. Yep, they do a little screen. Matt Meyer, he had some running room, but he's tackled at the 30. It looks like 33-yard line. And if I'm Forsyth, why not? Just go for it. I mean, it's not like you're putting the defense in bad position. But nope, he's going to send the punter out. But I don't know, it's 34-yard line. It's not, I mean, if that's where they start with it most of the time anyway. Defense, I think you just got to depend on them. And oh, wait, no, they're going to go for a field goal. This is a 51-yard field goal for Austin Walter. I think this might be a record setter. As it's up and no, it's not going to get there. And that was probably about 5 or 6 yards shot. It was short. He gave it a shot though. I mean, 51 yards. NFL kickers only make those like probably 30% of the time. And then you're asking your high school kicker, I think his first year, yeah, it's his first year. You're asking him to try and kick a record setter. Well, I don't know what's going on here. Why is City West starting from the 20? I think they should be starting from the 40. Is no one going to catch that? I guess not. I don't know. That's confusing to me. If you miss a field goal, you can't get the ball from where you missed the field goal from. And they got the ball at the 20. I don't know, but it's going to be first down for City West as Jeremy Morgan received the ball, but got the catch and a flag. I think this is going to be false start. I think I saw some movement on the City West line. Let's see. Yeah, false start. No. Yeah, false start. 5-yard penalty as it will be. So move back to the 30. I'm so baffled by that, them starting at the 20-yard line. I mean, I can't believe no one on the City West side caught that. I don't know. And See, that's it. I think that's grounding. That has to be grounding. Come on. That's definitely grounding. Yeah, thank you. I mean, that no receiver anywhere near them. You can't. I mean, I'm not even sure if that pass was even forward. But I think they're talking about if he was out of the pocket or not. But I don't. If that's not intentional grounding, I don't know what is. And that's a big, because with intentional grounding, from the spot where he threw it is where the ball goes, and it's just like a down. So it would end up being like 2nd and 30.
Indication intentional grounding against Iowa City West.
Yeah, it's going to be about 2nd and 30 for City West because he threw it from about the 15-yard line. And Bolin is a junior, so, well, yeah, he's a junior, so that may have been a little rookie mistake, but I mean, that was just, I mean, it was great defense, put pressure on him, but I'm still baffled by the not starting at the 20 instead of the 40. I still can't wrap my mind around that. So it's going to be first, well, this will be second, but I guess it's first. Yeah, it's 2nd down and 33. Throws it deep, and no one's going to get to it.
Pass intended for Reed Bonner. 3rd down, 33.
As Reed Bonner was the intended target. So it's going to be 3rd and 33. And if I'm Limar, keep them back. You want as good field position as you can get. Keep the momentum on your side. I mean, it's 3.5 minutes right now. One rolls out, throws it deep, and no! DeAndre Alexander catches it, and he's still running. Oh, but there's a flag. There's a flag on the field, and number 28, Trabuco, looks really happy about it. Let's see. It looks like this might be called back.
Alexander penalty flag on the play.
Trabuco's angry about something. Let's see what the call is. Pass interference on City West. It's still going to be a 1st down. May have been a block in the back. I'm not quite sure what the call was.
Against Iowa City West.
I mean, if it's pass interference, then the play should go back.
At the Lidmar 44. 1st and 10 West.
Huh. I don't know. Couple calls so far tonight. I still don't quite understand. As I think Reiner runs the ball. No, it was Colin Baker. He runs the ball, and it's the first time I think I've seen Colin Baker run into the Limar defense and not fall forward. Oh. For Limar, that's tough. You had him 3rd and 33. And they get like 50 yards. Bowen on a QB keeper, and he's going to get it. It's going to be 3rd and 2. He's going to get within 2 yards of the 1st down. Maybe 3rd and 3. No, it's going to be 3rd and 2, but no, this is the 2nd, 3rd down. Last one was 3rd and 33. Let's see how they do on 3rd and 2. As it looks like City West is going to call a timeout. They're going to talk about it. Well, we'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Welcome home, man. Everyone has friends. There's online friends. Friends to go out with on a Saturday night. Friends to hang out with and do nothing. Friends who show up on moving day. And then there are the friends who'll be there if someone is dealing with a mental illness. Are you one of those friends?
And we're back as the 3rd and 2 for City West. Nate Bullen hands it off, and City West got the first down. I think that was Colin Baker on the run. First down and 10 for City West. There's 2 minutes left. So I think there's no way Lamar can let City West score. You can't let City West score here. Well, and a screen pass to Reiner. And Reiner's going to be near a first down around the 20-yard line.
Pass complete to Ezra Reiner's tackle made by Austin Burbridge.
I think this is going to be a little short of a first down. It's going to be about 2nd and 1 for City West. And they're really in no hurry. They're on the 22-yard line. A little under 2 minutes left. So timeout City West, I think. Yep, timeout City West. We'll be right back after this very quick commercial break.
If you could have another chance, what would you do differently?
They give me the wrong pizza. I got pineapple on this. Sick, man. I didn't order it, did I?
Think. Always wear a seatbelt.
Welcome back. As it's going to be 2nd and 1 for City West, and I wonder if they're going to take a shot here. It's 2nd and 1, a low snap, and he hands it off to Reiner, and Reiner breaks a couple tackles. He's in the open field, and he's going to get down to the no. It looked like he got down to the 3-yard line. Yep, 3-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for City West with 1:45 left. I think you're pretty close to pressing the panic button if you're Forsyth. I think this is very, very bad situation here. Not sure what's going on right now. I think someone lost their mouthpiece. I think that was Justin Green. He lost his mouth. Yeah, it was. He lost his mouthpiece there. It's 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Hands it off to Colin Baker, and Limar stuffs him back at the 1-yard line. That's the first time I think they've seen Colin Baker stop for less than 2 yards.
2nd and goal from the 1.
This is going to be 2nd and goal from the 1 now. 1:20 left in the second quarter. And he pushes forward. It's close. See what the call is. And is it a touchdown? One's signaling touchdowns, one's not. It looks like it's not a touchdown. No, it's going to be 3rd and goal right on the border.
3rd and goal from the 1.
And ended up Colin Baker, and he got in this time. Wait. I think someone called a timeout.
Penalty flag on the play.
No, there's a penalty flag. This was false start. That'd be great for Limar. Yeah, it's a false start on City West. So it's going to be at the 5-yard line and 51 seconds left. 3rd and goal. Linmar's best chance at staying in this game right here. I think Linmar's going to call a timeout. Yeah, Linmar's going to call a timeout. They had 2 left. Might as well burn one here. As huge play here. You can't let them score a 3rd touchdown. You can't hold them to a field goal. It's still a 3-possession game. We'll be back after a very quick commercial break.
LMTV does news, but there's so much more. We are live sports, live arts, live weather. We run the stadium Jumbotron and bring you the latest school news on Twitter. We keep you informed every hour, every day, and we're always online. Come join our team. At LMTV, we are Linmar.
Welcome back. As we're almost ready for 3rd and goal for City West. 51 seconds left in this first half. As Linmar is down 21. Gotta hold them here. Let's see what City West has drawn up. Pass, it's all the ball's tipped down. And he is hammered by Tyler Kane as he batted the ball down in the process. Wow. Tyler Kane, one of the few lettermans on this team. Didn't play much last year, but he showed something there. He just gave Nate Bolin a huge hit. So it's going to be 4th down from the 5-yard line. So Linmar will call a second timeout. You can already see what Forsyth is going to do here. He wants to make sure they don't put another 7 points on the board. And big decision for City West too. Are they going for 2 or not? We'll see right after this quick commercial break. And we're back as City West is going for it. 4th and goal. Steps up. He's running. Can we stop him? No. Well, yes, both touchdown City West. Oh, man. That was so close. I can't even tell you how close that was. Apparently that ball broke the plane, but whew. And just like that, we're down 27-0 pending an extra point. Linmar's gonna have to have an amazing first half to even have a chance at winning this game. This field goal is this extra point's almost blocked, but just like that, Linmar's down 28 points. And there's 39 seconds left, so now Forsyth burned all his timeouts trying to keep them from scoring a touchdown. And they score a touchdown, now he's all out of timeouts with plenty of time to drive down the field in a 2-minute drill situation. But I think at this point, just take a knee, go back in the locker room, and just regroup. You know, I mean, Linmar has played better throughout this game. The City West offense has slowed down a lot, and Linmar had that great drive early at the start of this second quarter, ate up a little over 6 minutes of the clock, and didn't get anything out of it. had a couple penalties, a sack, and Walter missed a 51-yard field goal. Jeremy Morgan kicks it off. And, oh, no. Limbeck is able to pick it up. And he's going to run it to the 22. So 32 seconds left. And let's see what Linmark's planning to do. Are they going to try and make a run for it? No. Maybe throw a couple past the sidelines and throw it up? Or are they just going to take a knee and regroup? I mean, I can understand both sides. Yeah, you had a terrible start, but let's say if the impossible happens, you make a Hail Mary pass, and then you're right back in the ball game with a ton of momentum and getting the ball to start the next half. But it looks like they're just gonna run the ball. Yeah, gonna hand it out to Limbeck, and Limbeck's got some room to run, and Limbeck has a chance. He may go all the way, and he's taken down the sideline. Is the clock going to stop? Yes, the clock will stop, and Linmark's got to hurry. Oh, there's an injury. Oh, boy. I think that's Justin Green, and he's hobbling out the sideline. And that, if he cannot return, that is a huge loss. He is our most experienced lineman. The only lineman that started last year. They're only one of 3 starters from last year. He's a captain, one of the leaders on this team, and Linmark doesn't have a timeout to see if he can come back in. So, yeah, they're going to wave in the trainer. This doesn't look that good. Reese Davis with 7 seconds left. And if that's a false start, I think that might be a 10-second runoff and the half is over. And now they're in a great position to make a... Let's see if there's a 10-second runoff. No, there's no 10-second runoff. So they will have... Nope, they're not even going to be able to take a shot. They got 1 second. And nope, they're not going to get a shot. And that's a rookie mistake by Reese Davis. He didn't know the clock started after a false start. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they're going to restart. I think they're going to bring it back. I think Linmark's going to get another shot. I don't think there should have been the clock should have run. I think the clock should have stopped because they got a play started. It should have been a dead ball. Let's see. Forsyth is talking to the refs. And I think Linmark's going to get a shot. They're going to get 1 shot to try and get it to the end zone. They're going to start at the 40 and see if something can happen. That was a great run by Limbeck to set it up, and he almost went all the way. That would have completely changed this game if he had been able to outrun the City West defense. And Davis is going to come off the field and talk to one of the assistant coaches. Linmark will get a shot. And of course everyone knows what the play call is. Well, it's going to be one of 3 things. It's going to be one of the little ladders, pitches, Hail Mary, or a screen. Let's see. It's a play action. And he throws one deep, and it's almost picked off. And now will be the end of the first half. And Linmark fans will clap as they gave a good effort, but they had a terrible start, a terrible first quarter, got down 21-0. Played well in the second quarter, gave up a touchdown, but now they had to go back in the locker room and try and regroup. As the marching band gets ready We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Do you like this top? So gay. Really? Yeah, it's totally gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
And we're back as the Limar Marching Band gets ready. And here we go. The Limar 2012-2013 Marching Band.
And gentlemen, tonight, the Marching Lions unveil the first installment of their 2012 competition show, Shattered Dreams, the musical legacy of talented, gifted artists who left us too soon, and the important lessons we can learn from their struggles. Lessons like living life to its fullest, choosing constructive paths that lead to success and happiness, professional and personal. We begin with Kurt Cobain-inspired tunes by Nirvana, Come As You Are, Smells Like Teen Spirit, and Lithium.
And that was the Limar Varsity Palms as the second half will get started in a little over a minute. And it was a rough first half for Limar. Down 28 points against West, and West has really dominated. Limar, their offense, I mean, it wasn't great, but wasn't terrible. Iowa City West just played better. 115 total yards for Limar. Not great, but not awful. 294 yards for Iowa City West. That's incredible. They're on pace for almost 600 yards. 12 for 19 passing, 190 yards. Lamar 5 for 8 passing, 48 yards. Running the ball, we did pretty decent. 16 yards, 16 carries, 67 yards. And we did most of this in the second quarter. We probably only had 15, 20 yards in the first quarter. And that's being generous, as we'll start in a little under 3 minutes. But it was a rough first half. But we also have 24 minutes. We get the ball back, get a little momentum started. I mean, there were some highlights. Nothing was really great about it. There was nothing, just really that good. It was just kind of a rough half. I don't know how else to put it. But I guess the one thing you could take out of it is, West isn't gonna do. Obviously, their offense isn't gonna be that good in the second half. They just put on a show in that first quarter. 21 points, and most of which was in the last 6 minutes of the quarter. They did most of their damage of the first quarter. You take out those 6 minutes, those last 6 minutes of the first quarter, we're down 7, maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns. You take out that part. We had our chances. They had a touchdown drive where we had them at 3rd and 33, way in their territory. A chance if we could hold them to not much, get great field position, get a touchdown. You're only down a couple touchdowns going into the first half. Instead, they had about a 50-yard reception, and just like that, they went on a touchdown drive and scored their 4th touchdown. We had our chances, like I said. We had that 6-minute drive that resulted in no points. We had so many chances. This game could easily be, 14, 21-7. Almost all of their touchdown drives, they had a couple 3rd downs where we could have stopped them. A couple of them had 4th downs where we could have stopped them. There was so many chances. And even as we get ready to return the kickoff to start off the second half, we didn't even do that while receiving the kickoffs. It was squib kicks. It was just squib kicks. It wasn't anything, spectacular. It's not something that's easy. It's not something it's kind of difficult to catch, but it's something that I guarantee you Forsyth had them work on. And those middle guys just couldn't come up with them. We got lucky several times. We only fielded one. We only really fielded one cleanly, and on that one we had great field position. Fielded cleanly near at the 40. But as sophomore Andrew Gassman will get his first playing time of his Lamar career, as Lindback will receive another squib kick as he struggled with it again, and he's able to just get past the 20 as blocking. There wasn't much great blocking there either. What could have gone wrong in that first quarter went wrong. The second quarter, those type of quarters will happen. Those quarters will happen all this season, all next season. That's nothing to worry about. It happens. But it's that first quarter. You just can't let that happen. You can't start off a game down 21-0. Just can't do it. Reese Davis hands it off to Trabuco, who is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Trabuco, the Lion ball carrier. Stopped by Devon McCullough.
So,
no gain, second down, 10.
But there's still plenty of time for Lamar. I mean, the defense will have to really shut down this Iowa City West offense. And that's no easy task. And really, we got to put points up on the board. As Reese Davis is still going, as I have really been, as he gets about fights for every yard, as he gets about 6 or 7 yards, I have really been impressed with his play. He had 8 passing attempts, and he went 5 for 8. That's great. 48 yards. That's fantastic. That's almost 10 yards of reception. Almost every time he dropped back, he was throwing good enough for a first down. He had a couple throws, that weren't great, but a lot of his incompletions were right there. It was very close. As he runs on the QB keeper, and he's got some room to run, and he's going to run to the 45-yard line. And there's a flag on the play. It looks like it might have been it looks about in the area of a face mask. Let's see if it's a regular face mask that's only 5 yards, or a personal foul face mask that's 15.
Indication grasping the face mask.
Oh, it's just grasping the face mask. So that's only a 5-yard penalty.
First and 10 at the Lit-Mar 45.
And we're going to get the ball at the 45-yard line. I mean, running the ball, the stats don't look terrible, but a lot of those yards were coming from Reese Davis. Those shouldn't have been coming from Trabuco or Limbeck, and we just weren't getting them. Some of that's offensive line, and some of that's just not great running. As he hands out to Trabuco, and he'll run for about 3-4 yards. So it'll be second down. Yeah. It's kind of hard to, wrap your mind. I mean, this is a team that, dominated most teams that played last year. Obviously this is a completely different team, but a lot of fans, I think, are shocked. We've only gotten better every year up until here. As Reese Davis and him and Trabuco are swallowed up, and that's a danger zone right there, because they were right in the middle he was right in the middle of handing it off right as he's tackled. And a lot of times what happens there, if the hit's hard enough, neither of them get it, and it just falls to the turf, and then it's anyone can get it. But the one good news, I think, that came out of halftime is that Justin Green, who came up limping a little bit on one of the last plays of the first half, is able to come back in, and he's ready to go. As Reese Davis is under center, and play action, and he throws one deep. Martins is there, and a pass is broken up. Great defense by City West, number 15, Reed Bonner. Martins was open. It was a good pass. It's just great defense. Nothing you can do. Perfect throws on the money. Martins had a step. It's just good defense. Once again, it's just size on the outside. Offense and defense. Receiver, Iowa City West corners have been better than have been taller than our receivers. That ball's going backwards, and number 12, Matt Ramsey, one of the Lit-Mar's backup quarterbacks, stops it from going backwards anymore. But it's going to be pretty good field position for West.
Trojans take over first and 10.
Now, Lit-Mar defense, even though they gave up a lot of yards, they put in a great effort. I was very impressed. And Nate Poland is sacked. He was in trouble. That was bad news the whole way. And that's all about how much forward progress they're going to give him. And they're not going to give him much. They're going to bring it back all the way to the 23-yard line. And this is another situation. We saw this in the second quarter. And it's about the same area. It's 37 yards. Oh, I guess it's a little longer, but 2nd and 37, I think. A little screen, wide receiver screen, and DeAndre Alexander's still running. He's still going all the way down to the 45-yard line. And a Limar player is down. I think that might be Zach Martins. That would be a huge blow if that is Zach Martins.
DeAndre Alexander.
And it doesn't look good.
It will be 1st and 10 on the Limar 45.
That if it's a serious injury, that would be a huge blow. I mean, we had that scare of Justin Green in the late first half. He's only returning starter on the offensive line and defensive line. And Zach Martins was the leader in interceptions last year. I mean, he was the guy last year on defense, as he's helped up right now. And it looks like it might be ribs right there. Or it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, he's shaking his arm. I mean, it could be a lot of things. It's hard to tell. I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see the play, so but it looked like it might be his left shoulder. I think he's gonna be okay, but he's a football player, so if it was me, I'd put my money on he's gonna come back in as City West gets ready to take a snap. Bowen gets snap, hands it off, and number 9 Ezra Reiners is running, and he's got a touchdown. 34-0 West, pending an extra point.
45 yards for the Iowa City West touchdown.
And that is the first play the whole game that I've really seen Limar's defense look beat. That was the one where they got a little unlucky. They didn't really complete a tackle. This one was it was easy, just running straight down. They go for an extra point, and it's good. The last 3 have been good, but their first 2 extra points were a little shaky. But, and just like that, Limar is down by 5 touchdowns. And it's so hard to watch this, because you watch it and they're not playing terrible. I mean, the stats show that they're getting destroyed, but they're not playing terrible. I mean, it's just been kind of a rough game. So we're having a little technical difficulties with our shotgun mic, but it's just kind of hard to watch sometimes. As Jeremy Morgan kicks it off, another little squib kick, and Limbeck once again struggles to come up with it. And he is just hit hard at the 20-yard line. There's a flag down. And see who it's on. It's typically these are blocking the back or something on Limar. That's typically what these are going to be on the kick returns. Typically going to be on the receiving team. Forsyth is talking to the ref. They're pointing at Limar's side. I think this one's going to be on Limar. We'll see. Holding. Yep, holding on Limar. And I think they're going to... Yeah, they're going to take it back, and They're going to start at the 10-yard line. And Limar takes the field. And you look at this on the sideline, and they just look beat. And here's an option. Pitches it to Limbeck. And Limbeck is tackled for a gain of about 2. It's kind of shocking. I don't know what else.
Gain of 1, second down, 9.
Just one of these situations where City West just looks bigger, faster, stronger. I mean, it's just that simple. East Davis hands it off to Limbeck, and Limbeck is able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. And it's getting hard to watch, to be honest, if you're a Limar fan. I mean, they still have time, but it's getting to a point where you're going to score 2 touchdowns, and then you're going to have to start kicking onside kicks when you're still down 21 points. I mean, they dug themselves in such a big hole, and they haven't played. They just had that terrible first quarter. A couple bad breaks on offense, a couple bad breaks on defense. Those breaks go their way, and this might be a completely different ball game. And a whistle on play, and I think this is going to be, timeout Limar. And they're going to wade the team over. They don't look very happy. And we'll be right back right after this very quick commercial break.
Texting is cool. Driving is cool. Texting and driving, not cool.
Welcome back as Limar gets ready to have an attempt at a 3rd and 9. And even as far as they're behind, this is definitely the ball game. They have to get a touchdown, and they have to get it fast. They want any chance at coming back. East Davis rolls out under pressure, makes a great throw, and did Matt Meyer have enough? He's right there, and he's going to be a yard short. Decision time for Forsyth. Is he going to go for it? If he doesn't go for it, I think that's... Oh boy. Now Justin Green is down.
Penalty flag is on the play.
Second time he's been down tonight. First game last season, it was against Jefferson at Kingston. And I was there. And the very first thing I noticed was that Jefferson, around the second half, Limar was starting to pull away, and they just started cramping up. They started cramping up, and they started cramping up pretty bad. And I mean, it was left and right players were dropping with obvious cramps. And I think that's what Justin Green's going through right now. I mean, it happened. I just think that Limar was overmatched. I'm not saying Limar doesn't have the talent to compete with this team. They do. But it's so much inexperience. And the guys that have been going down have been the starters. You know, the returning starters, the captains. I mean, they've been going down with cramps, injuries. They've been coming back in. But it's kind of tough. for all these young guys, where at times they have no returning starters. There's been a couple times where all 11 guys are on the field that never started a game before. Some of them have never played before. Reese Davis, the only time he played a couple downs. He played a couple downs last year, and that was it. As Justin Green hobbles out the field, and yeah, they're gonna punt. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the game's not over, and there are certainly things that could still go our way. I don't think we can win, but there's if you're Coach Forsyth, you aren't giving up because there's things to build on. You can get better, especially when you're playing a great team like Iowa City West. Oh, the ball is fumbled, and West gets it. And there's a flag down. We came in very late. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Limar. That's the last thing you need. You don't need to be getting chippy. I mean, they played better. It's just that simple. They're more talented right now. Well, not more talented, but they're more polished. Limar is full of inexperience. They have a lot of experienced guys. They have one of the best running backs in the conference. Lindbeck's first game, he probably didn't play as well as he can. Reese Davis, first game ever starting, and really, he impressed me. To be honest, I think that was one of the few bright spots in this game. He played amazing. Defense, they didn't play terrible. They were just overmatched. Hands it off to Reiners, and Reiners runs, and a great tackle by Martins. And he trips him up. He gets the first down, but that's a great tackle. It's clean, gets him down fast. I mean, if he doesn't make that tackle, he might be in the end zone right now. And I'm sure a lot of people weren't expecting too much. But I don't think anyone was really expecting this, as Limar swallows up Nate Bolin. He had nowhere to pass to, and pocket was collapsing on him, and all he could do is take a couple steps forward and save a couple yards. And that's one thing I've noticed is Limar has a ton of talent. A lot of these guys they got like receivers. They've been winning matchups based on size. And low snap, Nate Bolin throws. He's hit as he throws, and let's see who that was. That was number 13, Xavier May, with a fantastic sideline catch, doing the little tap dance on the sideline. As West is in the red zone, and with 1:45 left in the third quarter, not looking great for Limar. As number 28, Devin Raffensperger, runs the ball, and he takes it to about the 3-yard line, and it's very possible now that it could be 42-0 by the end of this third quarter.
Second down.
I mean, Limar has nothing to hang their heads. They have nothing to hang their heads on. They didn't play bad. They were just outplayed. Just that simple. And there's another touchdown for West, as it will be 41-0, pending an extra point. More than anything, I just want to see him get on the scoreboard. Put some points up. Well, sir, you didn't have your best game. It happens. You aren't going to go 9-0 every year. But this is probably what sucks is with a young team, you had one of your hardest games you're gonna have all season as the first week. That's just how the schedule turned out, as Jeremy Morgan gets a chance for the field goal. Puts it up and it's good. So 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Limar's down 42-0. And we'll be right back after this very quick commercial break.
If you could have another chance, what would you do differently?
They give me the wrong pizza. I got pineapple on this. Sick, man. I didn't order it, did I?
Think. Always wear a seatbelt.
Welcome back as Jeremy Morgan gets ready to kick the ball off. You know it's never good when the third quarter Coach Forsyth has taken off the headset. And Lindbeck gets a chance to catch this one there, and he's got a good chance. He has a fantastic return. And that just shows you he is very dangerous on kickoffs if he can get it in the air. There had been that was the first chance he ever got at catching one in the air on a kickoff. And he made a great run. As Reese Davis runs down the sideline. Nobody's there. And he's going to take it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Fantastic run by Reese Davis. And that is a great way to end the third quarter. Reese Davis has looked fantastic today. He has looked so good. As they're gonna put it down, they're gonna be at the 21-yard line, and that was the best play action Limar has done all night. There was no one turning around until he was running down the sideline. Then people realized he had the ball. I mean, if you don't feel that, if the crowd isn't cheering until you're 20 yards down the field, that means you had great play action. That was a fantastic play. You can't draw it up any better. You can't execute that any better. I mean, right now, I want to get on the board. I want to show City West that, yeah, we had a rough first half, but we're still capable of, putting up some points. We're still a great team. Yeah, we lost our first game and we lost big, but doesn't mean that we play bad. Reese Davis keeps it again, and he runs down to the 13-yard line, 12-yard line. Reese Davis has never gave up through this entire game. Everyone else on the sideline has their hands on their hips, like shoulders slumped, look beat. But Reese Davis has looked great the whole time. He has played the best for Limar, and arguably played one of the best players on the field right now. As he hands it off to Lindbeck, and Lindbeck is swallowed up. And it's going to be about 3rd and 3. If I'm Forsyth, let Reese Davis keep the ball. The read option, play action, pass, something. Reese Davis has been the best player for Limar on the field tonight. Never gave up. Because it's 3rd and 3 for Limar. And he hands it out to Trabuco, and Trabuco pushes to the 9-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal for Limar. And I'm telling you, if Limar is able to score, this crowd will go crazy. I mean, yeah, we're not going to win the game, but the second half they played the way they played is miles better. It's amazing. And a great pitch, and Limbeck, he's going to get into the end zone. And just like that, the shutout is gone, and Limar is on the scoreboard. A fantastic read by Reese Davis and a great run by Limbeck. Limar, sure, we're not going to win. So what? Second half, they hit it off. I think they knew going in to the second half that they weren't going to win. They knew it, but they didn't give up. They kept playing, and they played hard. As Walter makes the extra point, so it's 42-7. But Limar has never really looked better so far tonight. That was the best offensive drive, and I can't say this anymore. Reese Davis has been the story for Limar. He had, last week in the scrimmage, he didn't look good. When your 3rd string quarterback looks better than your 1st string, and even in the scrimmage, he didn't look that good. He comes out this week, I was worried about it. That was the position that I was worried about, and he comes out and played. The only thing that didn't go well for, he was the guy I was most worried about. He was a 3rd string last year. He only took a couple snaps last season, and that was in the last game of the regular season. And he comes out, and he plays well. He had a rough beginning, but Forsyth didn't get him a lot of chances. He tried to get the run going. It didn't work. He tried doing power running. It didn't work. We had to go back to that motion offense from last year. But I'm telling you, that it worked last year, and it worked again this year as Limar's going to go with the onside kick. So let's see if they're going to do a little pop-up, or if they're going to try and get a little roller and hope something good happens. And the ball's tipped up, and see who got it. West got it. Still, it wasn't a bad onside kick.
Recovers the onside kick for West. Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own 46.
I'm telling you right now, in 2 months, this team, if we played City West twice, Iowa City West twice, in a couple months, it would be a completely different story. This game would be close the whole way. It could go either way. As the ball throws, and it's thrown to Jeremy Morgan, and it wasn't completed. But really, the only thing that Limar couldn't match up with is the size at the outside, receiver and corner. Our corners aren't that tall, and our receivers aren't that tall, and their receivers and corners are very tall. But they're just bigger at the receiver and second in the secondary. But Limar, I am telling you, they have played their butt off in this game. They could have given up a lot time ago, but they've still been playing hard, especially Reese Davis. You've seen some of the plays in the 4th quarter that he's just pure effort. offensive-wise, I mean, the guy that we were worried about, the person we were worried about is quarterback, and he's the best on offense, and the position we really weren't running back is running back, and that's where we most struggled. I mean, part of that is Iowa State West defense, and another part of that is just not great execution. And Bolin keeps it, and he runs it to about the 50-yard line, 49, 50-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and about 6 coming up for Iowa City West. Actually, a quarterback, Xavier May, is at quarterback right now, so they put their backup quarterback in. He rolls out to his right, and he overthrows number 1, Anthony Beatty.
Pass intended for Anthony Beatty. 4th down, 6.
West is apparently going to go for it on 4th down. He throws it, and he didn't, well, maybe. No, he got it. Apparently he wasn't down. I think he was down, but that's another one of those tough breaks. I mean, we've seen it all game. Things haven't been going our way. Just haven't.
1st and 10 west of Glenmar 41.
As May hands it off to a fullback who runs it down to 30 for a 1st down.
Brian Phillips, ball carrier, tackled by Mason Renner. 1st and 10.
Number 13, Xavier May, gets ready to take a snap. Hands out to fullback, and he runs for another 6-7 yards. That's another thing that's happening. Lamar's just, I mean, those fullback runs on offense just weren't going our way, and then for them, they were just, most of the time, it was like 10-yard runs by a fullback because the pile just kept moving, and then he fell forward. Hands out to fullback again, and he is just flattened right at the line of scrimmage.
Devin Raffensperger recovers the fumble for West.
Oh, wait, no, there was a fumble. Devin Raffensperger recovered the ball. But apparently there was a fumble on the exchange between the fullback and Xavier May. Season shotgun as it's 3rd and 5 for City West. And he throws it deep, and it's caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Iowa City West.
Pass complete to number 1, Anthony Beatty.
Anthony Beatty with the reception. Jeremy Morgan gets ready for the extra point. So Limar is now down 49-7.
5:41 remaining in the 4th quarter. Iowa City West 49, Limar 7.
There is 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. And if I'm Limar, if I'm Coach Forsyth, I want to put one more touchdown on the board. You know, just put a few points more on the board, and you know, Play hard. Yeah, you're gonna lose, but if you're gonna lose, don't quit. Play as hard as you can. Play the whole game. There's 48 minutes for a reason. They're only gonna have so many of these games, so this season. So why not play as hard as they can? As Limar gets ready to receive the kickoff. One thing that I seen City West do that I didn't think showed a lot of class was last drive, you're up 42-7 and you're going for it on 4th and 5. Come on. I mean, it's just not good sportsmanship. You're already up 5 touchdowns. Why do you need to go for it on 4th and 5? The game's already over.
Low over Rockling recovers the kickoff for the Lions. Limar starts 1st and 10 at their own 31.
As Limar will start probably more likely will be their last offensive possession of the game. They'll start from the 31-yard line with 5 minutes left. Davis drops back, pumps fake, no one open, and he runs, still going. And Reese Davis pushes all the way to the 40-yard line. Reese Davis has never quit through this entire game. He is wrapped up after 2 or 3 yards, and he pushes for another 6. Name another quarterback in Iowa when you're down 42 points with 4.5 minutes left that's going to push for an extra 6 yards. I don't think there is one. As David takes snaps, hands it off to Limbeck. And Limbeck pushes for a 1st down.
Russ Limbeck, the Lion ball carrier, tackled by Crosby Hedden. Officials timeout. 1st and 10 Limar at the Lion 42.
1st and 10 Limar at our own 42. But, I mean, Limar has definitely played better in this second half. They played better after that first quarter. They just dug. I mean, think about it. Take away those first 21 points in the first quarter. You know, I know how crazy that sounds. Or it's not that big. Oh, yeah, there's pass interference there. Yeah, pass interference by Xavier May as the pass was intended for number 10, Griffin Burnett. But so Limar's gonna probably get the ball around Iowa City West 35-yard line. No, they're gonna get at the 43. Three minutes left. 1st and 10 Limar at the Iowa City 43-yard line. And Matt Meyer gets it. And Matt Meyer breaks the tackle. And he's in the open field. And he's still running. Inside the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. I think that's the first time all game on that wide receiver moving down. Wide receiver motion that the wide receiver's actually gotten the ball. And it goes for 30 yards. Matt Meyer broke a couple tackles and fought for every yard. This Limar team has never quit. Reese Davis keeps it, and he's running. He jumps over someone down to the 2-yard line. Reese Davis with the hurdle.
Reese Davis, the ball carrier, tackled by Garrett Blair.
Someone took a little bit of his hops there. So it's gonna be second and inches, I think. No, it's gonna be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Reese Davis under center. Hands it off to, I think that's Trabuco. No, it's Digman. Dakota Digman with the touchdown. And Limar puts up some more points on the board. 49-13 pending an extra point. With a minute 34 left on the clock. And the extra point is good. 49-14 Iowa City West. Limar is down 49-14 with a minute 34 left. They played well. They had nothing. They can hold their heads high that they never gave up. Looks like they're gonna line up for an onside kick. I think Forsyth is doing this because I think he was just as upset as I was about how they up 35 points and you go for on a 4th and 5. You don't go for it on a 4th and 5 half the time anyway. But when you're up 35 points and then an onside kick, it was a good onside kick, but Iowa City West recovers it, and unless Forsyth decides to use his timeouts to extend the game, that might be it. I think that's going to be it. But Limar played their hearts out. They never quit. And they can hold their heads high. It's a tough one to swallow. But they played great. As number 38, Orion Phillips gets the ball and he runs it down to near the 50 at about their own 49. As there's about 40 seconds left. As they'll probably have to do one more play and then that'll be about it. Yeah, I think they're just gonna run one more play. And Xavier May runs, and a great tackle by number 23 for Limar. Andrew Gassman, a sophomore, makes a great tackle, and that's your ball game. But Limar played great tonight. They had nothing to be ashamed of. As your final is Iowa City West. Iowa City West 49, Limar 14. As a rough start and then Iowa City West just pulled away at the end. But Limar played great, and I mean, they were just outmatched tonight. They didn't, I mean, it's nothing that they really did wrong. It was just, Iowa City West just played great. There's nothing more to it. Well, that's your ball game, and I guess we'll see you in I think 3 weeks when Limar will play their next home game. So we'll see you then, and thank you for watching.